Hi everybody, thanks for stopping by. This is Series 2, album page idea number 7, which is a base page pocket and 4 flaps and then an insert in the base page that comes over the top of them all, and it's tied with ribbon. So the first thing is the base page pocket. I've already scored and mitred mine and punched across the top. I've also found from the bottom up with where my flaps are going to stay, there's going to be a little bit of the pocket showing there. So I found the halfway mark to put my ribbon on. So first thing I'm going to do is put the base page pocket down. You could actually, I won't do that. What I'll do is I will attach my ribbon first. Just finding my marks. Just putting my tape on. Same again on this side. I'm putting the base page mat down first because if we attached all the flaps to the pocket, it would be way too thick to sit on the base page mat. So that's why we're going to put it on top of the pocket. So, line your ribbon up over the edge. Now I'm using ribbon just for something different. You could definitely use magnets, but what you will have to remember is if you wanted to put one on your flaps, but you probably only really need one on the back of your insert page and then one probably on the right hand side flaps. So there'd be the left hand side, then the right hand side. So you'd have it underneath the insert and on the right hand side one, and that'll just hold it down. Just take my little marks off. It's going to be covered up anyway, but okay. Excuse me. As much ribbon as I can. Let's fix that up. Okay. I've used fairly sturdy cardstock for my pocket because it's got to hold that booklets or the flaps on top. I think it's probably 220 GSM. I don't know what that is in pounds. Probably £110, I'd say. Now, I've also taken my pocket and centered it left to right, but down a little bit from the top of the page. So I've just got a little mark there to guide me where I need to put my pocket down. Okay, swing it over and down to my mark. Just check again, make sure it's all pretty straight. Okay, now make sure you give that a really, really good burnish, especially around your ribbon if that's what you've chosen to use. Okay, so there's your pocket. Right, so we have a left hand flap, a right hand flap, a top flap and a bottom flap. So I have scored and mitered 3 of my 4 flaps. Okay, so probably top and bottom first because the right hand and left hand one are going to go on top of these. So this is my bottom flap. Only to your first score line with your adhesive. And I have an 1/8 of an inch gusset just to allow for the pattern paper and the photos when they go on. And line it up exactly with the bottom of your page and your sides. Flip it back and burnish. And we have the top, same again, adhesive only to your first score line. All 4 of these flaps have an 1/8 inch gusset. So this one should, in theory, sit over the top of that one like so. Keep your gusset standing up nice and straight. Lift it up. Make sure it's on your page. A little bit out. But all good. Blind man would be glad to see it. Okay, so there's your top and bottom. Now we want the left hand side and the right hand side. Again, adhesive only to the first score line. My left hand side. Should be right up to the score line on both the top and bottom flaps. Look at that, perfect fit. Okay, and the right hand side one. Make sure that's working all right. Yep. Not taking it off now, could have gone down a fraction. Okay, and there's this one, the right hand side. Into your score line, and should be the same at the other end. Needs to come in a bit. Get that one up before it gets too stuck. Okay, and then, oh, that one fits beautifully as well. Didn't even measure them. Rightio, so we have like so, and that's the basic of the page. Then we get to do the fun stuff, which is the decoration. So this is my left hand front pattern paper. My left hand back. Make sure you stay away from your fold line of your gusset. Right hand side front. My right hand side back. Again, make sure you're away from your gusset score line. Okay. Top flap front. So this will hold 9 photos plus 4 on your insert. So it's a great page. Lies reasonably flat But you still get a lot of photos on it. Okay. Okay, my top flap back. Stay away from gusset line again. And then this is the bottom front. And this is the bottom flap back. And then this paper that I don't really like, that I don't think goes with the collection, but anyway, and this is the piece that's going to sit right in here, where it only gets seen at the last minute. And that's that one. Made this one fairly close to the edge so that it would hide most of those mitres where they all came together in the four corners. Okay. And then we have our insert. So there's 4 photos on this one if you need 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's just going to slide down here just to the bottom like so, and then the whole lot gets tied up like a pretty present. So this is my front for my pocket insert. One of my favourite pieces of the paper. The little cherubs, as all babies are. Front. So one thing I have forgotten to have here, but I will put it in later, is when I have a 1/4 inch gusset, I like to put a piece of pattern paper. So I will be having a little piece of paper across here and across here. Which you'll see when I go through the finished album. Hopefully you'll see it. Okay, and then this is our bottom piece for this. And might put the polka dots, I think. Change of heart. All right. Off on the edge there. All right. So here's a pretty tight fit, but I'd rather it like that than loose. Having that little strip of paper there too also strengthens your gusset. So that goes down there. And that goes there. I don't like one-sided ribbon, but the piece that I had was just the right size. So there you go. And that is page 7. Thanks for stopping by.